Brian, you can put the camera on. Just going there, quick
Sure.
recap of the horrible day. All right, guys, good morning. We are doing a recap with our good friend Brian here, who's alone taking
Yo.
care of a dog. So AMC was at trade. I had a negative day thanks to our buddy AMC. I tried to go short on AMC. I mean, today was one of those days that we really didn't have anything exciting, and I did mention that into my announcement for the chat room that not a big fan of anything. Most active stocks are under $10, which is not my area of expertise. So looking at SAVA, AMC, BTVT, APOP, and any. APOP and any, or both of them, are under $10, and just didn't trade them. They had a good run at the open, but I'm not really keen on trading them. APOP, I did try to do some stuff on it. At the end of the day, I think I came out of it break even. Tried to catch a bounce here, got a stopped out, and then from S3, I did a bounce from here. Brian later traded that, and we're gonna discuss. But I generally didn't make any money out of these low price stocks. My loss was AMC. So AMC sold off. At the open, it was down around 2%, and I said, although AMC wasn't really, on a daily chart, is really nothing. And it was a subpar trade. I really should have stayed away from it, but I tried to catch an opening range breakdown on it. At the open, couldn't go above the VWAP, sold off on this pullback. I went short, hopefully to get the break of 43, but it bounced back and I got a stopped out. So that was my biggest loss. And then it bounced back. I wanted to go for the break of 5 to take red to green. The problem was there was a lot of these moving averages and levels here. Really this S1 had an issue. I went long, added more, really was hoping to get this break. And it did eventually break, but I was just not really enjoying it, especially that I was negative on AMC as well. And so I got out of it with a small profit. So in total, I lost on AMC. Brian didn't trade AMC, and after that, it's just a chop fest. It's just all of these moving averages are mishmashing together. Definitely, this is not a stock and play that you want to do anything with it. As I mentioned, we did trade. I did trade APOP. I tried to catch this bounce from here at the open, one here and one here. Both of them I just came out of the break even. See, and we were talking about how these stocks are really prone to these big drops because there is a lot of big players on them, like 1%, 200,000 shares, 300,000 shares, that causes really this technical damage. And it's just not my area of expertise. MMAT again was, we discussed that. MMAT is something that I tried to catch a reversal here, got something here at the open. Really nice run at the open. For some reason, I didn't catch it because I also had an issue at the open. I had to restart my computer, so really missed this one, and then huge bounce. And then I got a bounce we tried to catch a bounce from the VWAP, and I got something out of it, but really didn't make any money out of it because past my point and came, just jumped back in there. Brian had a good trade. You did something on the SAVA at the open, yes?
I did Roku. I shorted Roku as a sort of a rising devil trade. So I got a couple bucks out of the move. Yeah, right at the open.
Yeah, so at the open, the rising devil just popped off and you shorted. So the rising devil trade book that Brian has, when he finds a stock that is really weak at the pre-market, like Roku, for some reason really sold off in the pre-market, the first pop at the open that comes to the VWAP, it's a good short opportunity. Sometimes you have to actually put your orders in there to get filled. So he probably got filled at 335 or something and popped down all the way up to 331. So it's a really, really fast trade. That's what you did, yes?
Yeah. Yeah, basically waited for it to kind of hold at least stay below the VWAP at the open, and then just shorted it. It dropped and covered a good part of it, but then it started to pop back up again. So
yeah, so this essentially has to be around here, that trade. it's actually very tough. I try to trade it. It's really tough, especially for me at the open, because I don't get filled. I have to put my orders there. Sometimes these stocks that they're selling off or rising level, they're on the short selling restriction, so you have to wait to get filled. So that was a little bit weird. What else did you do trade, Brian? I know you traded any for this squeeze. Yeah.
Yeah. Annie, and I traded a bit of a pop. So yeah, it was a pretty choppy day. I shorted. Yeah.
So you shorted what?
Yeah, I shorted CHPT as well, but it really didn't really pan out. Again, it was made a bit of money on it, but not a lot. I did pick up some Alcoa shares, AA, on the pullbacks. So I'm just going to have those probably as a swing trade. And I did sell some 330 puts on Roku when it kind of looked like it was going to hold that level. So they'll expire end of today.
On Roku.
And yeah. So hopefully it stays above 330 into the close.
Yeah, AMC bastard is now selling off. But AMC is just not in play today, really. It's just a really bad trading day. So yeah, this week I'm closing negative actually because I missed 2 trading days and I had 2 bad losses. What is happening? It's the we have to blame something. We can blame the end of summer. So Monday is a holiday. It's a Labor Day in US and Canada, North America. US market is closed, so we are not going to be trading in Monday morning, but we definitely trade on the Tuesday morning. Hopefully more volatility would come. Yeah, really everything is kind of flat. Bitcoin is around 50,000. Nothing crazy about anything. And yeah, so hopefully Tuesday would be a better day. Brian, anything from you?
No, that's it. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah, thanks. We appreciate like or subscribe to our channel. We're now over 50,000 subscriber. Way to go for over 100,000. So looking forward to that. And yeah, thank you so much. And because crypto traders are 24/7. I know, and that's not a good thing. I mean, one of the things that I really like about stock market is just because it's very limited in the morning 2 hours. And there's not much going on after that. And especially I'm personally all on cash, no position. I sold all of my TNA and ARK and stuff. I'm just hoping to get a pullback maybe. Market is really toppy right now. It doesn't mean that market has to come down. Market can stay overbought for years. That doesn't mean, but definitely it's really overbought and really toppy. And I decided to just stay in cash. Maybe I buy some like interest index or something that I just collecting interest rates, some interest in my money, or maybe some things that have very high yield and just collect some yields from some stocks. But at this stage, I don't really see anything to be in the market. But certainly, market is very toppy, as Brian has always. Look at the indicators.
Wow, Sava went. Sava had as a swing trade from a couple days here. It really popped up, but now it's red on the day. It was up like over $6 or $7 at one point. That's incredible.
Market is so confused. Everyone is just so confused. Yeah, and there are some days like that today that there's nothing to trade, and we kind of knew that, and we kind of mentioned that. Like John said, I'm going to go back to bed, and that's a good trader. A really good trader knows exactly what to do. It says. So John says nothing looking great for me. This will be a cautious trade, and yeah. So I mean, Mike was also resting today. He didn't. Mike, by the way, had some accident yesterday, so he's taking some time off and chilled. Anyways, guys, have a good day and have a good long weekend. Enjoy. I'm gonna go to do some partying and camping, and all the best, guys. Like, subscribe, and comment to our channel. Helps a lot, guys. Cheers.